Alrighty, just sitting here. Jesus, light's good. It's one I used for sewing. Got a sewing machine. I just been pissing out with these straps I still got to deal with for these seat covers and that. Remember I said I had a gas fridge? That's it there. Woo. Yeah, that's it there. That's not the freezer, that's the actual fridge. You see the gas line at the back there. It's a propane thing. I only used it like once or twice ever since I've owned it, but anyway, just a couple of thoughts as I'm waiting for these uploads to go through. But old Fairy Meadow and shit, you know, like, those of you who don't know, there's 3 different occasions where we basically slept in the same house/property, not in the same bed. I'm sure those jokes were getting around at the time, but you know, I've seen him in a place in Melbourne. I've seen him this place here. Like you know, I stayed overnight in the one in Melbourne. He stayed overnight here, and there's another one in northern New South Wales near where the church headquarters is. It's a town. It's a bit of a different distance from the headquarters, but it's the closest realistic sized town. Even videos I see that other people put up. You know, this I believe was when I was at the radiator joint. I left there, got a redundancy package, and ended up going and seeing him. It's funny, we go do things and he'd be freaking out. Oh, I don't know if this, you know, he'd be dropping. Like we went to this aquarium. I showed the video of it. He was worried about the price of it. I had a government card because I was unemployed, but I still had most of the redundancy package money, and he's worried that, like, he's dropping the hint that I wouldn't be able to afford to go in there. And then he sees the price and he shits bricks himself that he can't afford it. And I'm like, well, yeah, don't worry about me and money, bro, you know. $7,200 has been dropped on my lap like fucking couple, literally like 2 months ago, you know. Not short on cash at that time. Of course, I used my little government card and I got a discount. He said, well, can we both use your card? Because it was him and another guy in that church. And I said, no, because it's got my, well, maybe if you just said, no, it's got my fucking name on it. And I just handed it to him. I can't just hand it to you and you can go through as well. And you're going to answer with an American accent. It's pretty obvious you're not getting Australian welfare with an accent like that. She just see me hand the fucking card back. She's not going to take that shit. She's not going to turn a blind eye to it. I don't know how it works in the States, but it's not like that here. You know. And he got all these videos and he said, I'm going to make more than, you know, what I've paid to get in here. This will easily pay for it. So, you know, he never put those videos up. Not a one. I got like a fair bit of footage. Maybe half an hour, you know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. He got like 45 minutes worth, you know. Never put out. There's a lot of days with him where none of this stuff would actually, photo, video, none of it would make it to the internet. Fucking none of it would make it to the internet, you know. And he'd have, you know, like he'd make 3 or 4 videos of short things in a day or 2, and then they'd go up for the next 4 days, sort of thing, you know. And meanwhile, there's a lot of stuff that just, you know, happened for 2-3 days on end where stuff would happen, and he'd video and whatever, none would ever get shown, you know. It's amazing, really, how they can always have something up every day on YouTube. But they can go for 3 days doing nothing YouTube related, video it, photograph it, and you never see it, you know. Of course, not everything you want to show. Some was a bit church related stuff and that, so not all of it he wanted to show, but I don't know why the fuck he didn't put that aquarium one up. It was a damn good video, you know. You saw all my videos of it all, and but yeah. Like, I remember the guy then, and you look at him now, and fuck me, like, I think this was like 2013, the end of 2013, start of 2014, something like that. And like you look at him now, and what is it? It's like, what? Let's say it's 2014, it's 5 years ago. And you look at him now, and he could have aged 20 fucking years in them 5 years. I don't know why. I don't know why someone ages that quick. And yeah, sometimes they can say, oh, it's stress. It's stress that ages. I don't know if it's stress or it's just, you know, many people believe he's an actual narcissist. I don't know if it's that or like there's some sort of a conflict between the good side and the bad side, and that's what makes him look so worn out. And it may be that he's a narcissist, and although he thrives off the drama, another part of his mind can't handle it, which causes him to age. It's a bit like a drug addict who can keep having drugs, keep having drugs, keep having drugs, but while their mind can handle it, their body can't, and it fucks their body. And so while his mind can handle the drama, I think his body can't. And that's why it looks like he's aged 20 years in like 5 years. Honest to God, like, when I met him, like, you know, he had that dodgy fucking front tooth, you know. But for all intents and purposes, he wasn't really great. You know, he just a little sort of like bit just on the sideburns or something, and that was like about it. And you look at him now, fuck me, reminds me of JT, you know. JT, he's sort of, you know, it's no secret there, it's been a lot of alcohol over a lot of years, it's sort of, you know, but it is what it is, and it, you know, that's just the way it is. But I think Troy eats fairly healthy and all that, and for those of you who don't know, Troy was an alcoholic years back, like in his early, you know, like in his 20s or something like that. And he's mentioned that himself on his channel, you know. But this download's getting to the end anyway. But it's sort of like, sort of strange just to see this guy age so much. You know, and I reckon it is, his mind can handle the drama, but his body can't handle the drama, sort of thing. And it's sort of, that's why he's aging. My uncle had a dog that was here at this place when he was still alive, and this dog was like, there's something fucking wrong with it. Eventually all his other dogs ganged up on it and killed it, but there was something wrong with it in terms of paranoia. See, for instance, like, you know, my sister would always come up and try and pat all the little puppies and that, and this, like, this dog was only fairly small, and he had shelves which, oh, I don't know what happened to all that shit. They probably ended up in scrap metal, or he might have handed off to someone else, who knows. But they were sort of like shelves, but they had no back in them, and it was like a steel shelving type thing. It's none of the ones that I got near the front door there. But it was sort of a similar thing. And she's trying to pat this dog, and it's only, like, you know, maybe 6 months old or something like this, and the thing's growling, and she can't lean it forward. Come on, puppy, come on. Can't pat it, and it's trying to hide in between all the shelving with no back in the shelving, so she can't pat this dog. And I'm looking at this dog, and I said, look at the hair on the blooming dog. And the fucking hair was just standing upright, like, all along its back. Even its tail was going all, you know, going all bushy and that. This dog was scared shitless, and my sister's trying to pat it, and it's almost like it's going to fucking take a couple of fingers off. And she's like trying to pat it, but the fear, like, I wouldn't say necessarily, you know, we knew it was going to take a few fingers off, but it was not having this patting. It was not going to be touched. And I don't know that it actually would have taken fingers off, but it was not going to be touched. That was for sure. And the fear in this dog, and the hair going up on the back, and and it's like, what? You got some teenage girl blonde brown hair teenage girl, no bad intentions, no loud voice, soft as anything, trying to pat you, and it's just like fucking shit and bricks like it's going to die or something. And it's like, what the fuck is this? She can go pat any dog, you know, they're all good with her. Lo and behold, this dog, by the time it got to about 2.5 years old, most dogs are in their prime at 2.5 years old, this dog was fucking going grey at 2.5 years old. I mean, it was getting white fur and shit like that. And it was like it was just some nervous disorder or some stress thing where it just couldn't have an equilibrium of being a happy-go-lucky dog just doing its own thing. It was just fucking scared shitless. It was always on the defensive, always angry, always fucking like paranoid, always freaking out. And at 2.5 years old, this thing was so fucking grey that it looked like some dog that's like about fucking 14 years old or something. Like it was like 2.5, but it was still fairly small, you know. But it's just the grey hair on it, and ultimately, you know, because of its fear and its aggression and all this bullshit, all these other dogs ganged up on it one day and fucking killed it. And they'd never done that before, you know. You sort of wonder with old Teabag, you know, if he's just, you know, those wires aren't badly fucking crossed in there, and this is where all this narcissism. Who the fuck? Imagine when little thing, all this lie about, you know, we all know it's a fucking lie about this daughter. What happens? Years to come. Mum's going to tell her about this. Dad's going to tell her. Someone's going to fucking tell her, even if it turns out years to come that one of her friends' parents remembers TR and this story. What the fuck is your kid going to think if you're using fake fucking pedophile bullshit to justify all this shit, to drama, to get a few dollars? Because we all know it's about sympathy money. We all fucking know. We're not stupid. We're not dumb cunts. We weren't born yesterday. I've seen all this bullshit before. This is the trouble. He's stupid. The same thing over and over. Drama for sympathy money. 6 months later, drama for sympathy money. Drama for sympathy money. Some of these people have realised that they actually do this. And it'll be like just before Christmas or something like that, you know. It's almost like as though it's fucking, you know, it's pre-fucking worked out type thing, you know. It's like as though, well, Christmas is coming, so we've got to create some drama. So, you know, and this is the way other e-beggars working. He's no different, and it's so fucking obvious, you know. It's like, holy smoke, dude, like, you know. But I sort of wonder if the mind can handle the bullshit, which I know it can. Because he looked in that camera and he's just saying this shit like he's reading out a newspaper. I mean, last time I seen shit like that was when I watched the fucking Terminator. It's just like a fucking robotic, emotionless shit where you just, well, my daughter's been raped by a pedophile and it's been videoed, and it's just like, Terminator, brr, brr, you know, like just fucking so robotic. It's just, this is said with no emotion, and it's almost just like, we're going to go into this, we're going to have this purpose, and that's it, you know. It's just like, we need to do this to make money, let's go do it, and the emotion is just turned off like that. Just nothing, just fucking nothing, you know. And it's almost like, what's going to happen when your daughter's 16 and you've got to tell her that you faked bullshit about pedophiles and her in order to spin a couple of dollars sympathy money that ultimately you're going to spend on a whole heap of shitty ass materials or go and blow at McDonald's or cheap dollar store shit? Well, I'd defame you at 1.5 years of age so I could whoop up some money for Mickey D's and the dollar store. Oh, fuck. You know, I think that sort of shit weighing on my mind might send me as grey as he's gone as well, you know. Like, you can't do this type of shit with any clear conscience. In fact, you can't do this without the personality of a Terminator. It's just a robot. It just follows instructions. It might look like a human, but it's just a fucking robot that's just following a script, and we're just sticking to this shit, and this is the way we're going to... And so, blah, 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 blah. No, nothing. There's not even screenshots that are censored of this video. This is just fucking nothing. It's nothing. There's no existence of it. It's just horse fucking shit. And, you know, think what you want to think. Say what you want to say. Wail and carry on. And, you know, this guy, he doesn't actually block trolls. So, I was on there for like 6 months arguing with him about all this shit. And I couldn't understand why the fuck people like Elvis always block you and shit. And this guy wouldn't. Why? Because he needed the drama to build the views. Or if not to build the views, just at least for his narcissism, you know? Because it just didn't make any sense. I said, why the fuck, look, click, click, block, that's it, bang, gone, you know? Elvis does it all the time. Elvis does it in the middle of live streams on a regular basis. You're going to get the royal book, ping, ping, you know? Why didn't this guy do it? It's just a thing. Never made any sense. It's almost like these people over there in Asia and that. And this is Indonesia actually has this. This is a country just north, like hop on a plane, I'll be in Indonesia fucking, fuck me, it's like an hour and a half and you're there type thing, if that. Technically speaking, you're within an Indonesian territory in the space of, oh fuck, it's like 22 minutes or something by the time you hit the edge of fucking West Timor. But over there, they got this thing, I'm pretty certain it's Indonesia they do it, but there's other Asian countries all up through there that do it. And they've got this way that they cut like the beggars and that, right? They've got a way that they cut their leg, but they cut it a certain way, and it looks fucking terrible. It looks fucking, really fucking bad. But see, the thing is, it's actually not. It looks horrendous. But the thing is, it'll heal in like fucking 10 days or something, you know, or something like that. And it looks like it's a lifelong fucking scarring. And this guy, you know, well, I can look at his leg and his legs are so badly fucked up that it's obvious that he's a beggar because he can't really walk or do it. No, 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 no. It's all superficial. There's a certain way they cut it and a certain thing they do. And it fucking looks like you're gonna, oh shit, you know. It was just about make some American women sick, you know, but it's all superficial. And it looks bad for the donations, but it's not actually hurting them at all, really, like not much. And it's really not that bad a wound because it'll heal in like 10 days or 2 weeks maximum. And this is the thing. But they keep doing it over and over and over to themselves, and they do this shit to themselves for fucking years on end, just to and hang around a tourist spot so that boom, 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 the money keeps coming through. And the reality is that the leg won't ever kill them, but the drug addiction that they've got, that they're fueling with money from this certain style of self-inflicted injury is what kills them. That's, you know, it's not the self-inflicted injury. It's the drugs they're taking and the money that they've got given because of this self-inflicted injury. But ultimately, even though you think, oh, that's what's killing them, no, 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 no. No, it'll be a fucking drug overdose, usually on some sort of opiate that'll finish them, you know. And, you know, but this is a thing, you know. Why do they do this? Well, it's a self-inflicted wound. And this is the thing. You can look into the camera and you can pretend self-inflicted emotional wound. Something's happened to my daughter. It hasn't, you know. But ultimately, where's this leading you, you know? There's a quote in the Bible about, you know, good works being rewarded and scams being, well, every time you do a scam, you will essentially have nothing. What it basically says is you will have nothing to show for the money you made from a scam, no matter how big the scam is. The only thing you will have money to show for is money that you earn from hard works and, you know, and honest, just works. It actually says that if you scam people, the money will slip through your hands very quickly and you'll have nothing to show for it. Whereas if you do hard work, you'll have something to show for it. Which sort of thinks, you know, reminds me a little bit of the easy come, easy go. But this is the thing too, like, it'd be so much easier for these idiots to just get a fucking job versus do all the shit. Oh, you know, oh, well, I still want to build my channel. Dude, if you haven't built your channel in more than 5 fucking years since I met you in person, and like fucking, what is it, like 7, 8 years this channel's been going, if you haven't built it big enough to earn money off it, you're never gonna make it. It's bullshit. Just give it up. You're going to get a fucking job in a week of looking. And that'll be money like I've got and other people have got. Plenty of it, you know? Money's never a problem. Or you can work for 8 years to build something that still doesn't make you a goddamn fucking thing. Which can all be taken away with 1 court order or 3 strikes in less than 3 months. And you fucking lost the whole 8 years worth. What are you working towards? What the fuck are you working towards? If you haven't made it now, you ain't gonna make it. It's like these fucking fatties that want to be dancers, but their ankle can't handle their fucking weight to allow them to dance. They can practice dancing all their life, but until they lose some fucking weight, it's never gonna happen. Give it up. You know? You wanna have narcissism, go meet Mama Bear. You wanna have fucking carry on and all this book, go to the fucking drama community. Rosie will introduce you to them. No, that'd be a bit of drama right there. You know, you interacting with a tranny, you'd be like, whoa. My Christianity doesn't allow for trannies. I know. But then again, it allows for lying about fucking pedophiles banging your daughter and people putting it online. And pointing fingers at all these fucking people for shit that you can't prove that never existed. So that's fine. Oh, heaven forbid you can't associate with a tranny. Fucking hell. You know. It's strange, it's funny, you know, people, they just, I really believe fully that some people, they don't have a justification. It's just they get on the train tracks and they're going along this way and they don't know why they're on there and they can't get off because they're stuck on the train tracks, so they're just going to keep following down that road and down those tracks until they hit the fucking end of the line. Now that might be what's about to happen. You might be about to hit the fucking end of the line. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's what needs to happen. So everyone can be left the fuck alone to do their own shit without being harassed.